So some of the officers had to leave and go back to Salem, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then does that impact anything that goes on here with the training, or they just won't be able to participate in it?
Yeah, they just weren't unfortunately able to do. They were able to do some of the trial runs where we didn't have vehicles, like an actual package involved, but they were still able to do a lot of the group riding and a lot of the deployment to intersections. So they did get a lot of good work in today. Unfortunately, just not everything that we're going to be doing today they were able to do. Although most of them, I believe, have been down at previous trainings before. So
I guess we're going to go. Thank you. So they'll wait up there for us? Is that what they're going to do?
So they're getting ahead to get basically all the intersections along here. They're deploying motors out, so that way they know it's totally clear and safe for us to proceed. So we'll always be a little bit behind them. But like I said, because the road captain has to point out where he wants stuff to go, so they need a little bit of time before the procession comes through to make sure it's safe. So we'll probably get rolling here in just a moment.
All right, PJ, go ahead and take off.
That's our cue.
Copy, packages moving.
So we'll be right behind the motors, and then those two trucks, and then the tail.
You can do play-by-play if you'd like.
Sure.
Whenever you want to.
So you see, now what he's going to do is he's going to go move back up to the other motors up there so he can get sent off to other intersections. And you see that officer over there with his hand, he's giving a forefinger, so he's indicating everything's good, that the intersection is safe. So that way these guys know that are in front of us that it's safe for us to come through.
And this gentleman on the left?
Doing the same thing. So he's giving us the four fingers, saying everything's okay. If they had a problem, they would cross their arms like an X, so that way these guys know. And here comes another motor going up to go out and get the next assignment. So it's, when you start out, you've got all these motors up there, and it seems like, oh my gosh, you got a ton and everything will be okay. But you got to realize there's so many different intersections, even driveways. A lot of times you have to make sure they're covered, so that way you don't have vehicles incursion onto your route path. So
it's real.
Packages on Airport Road, 20 miles an hour.
So it's real tenuous sometimes.
It can be. You run out of resources pretty quickly.
So just describe where we're at right now, Lieutenant, and what we're doing.
So right now we're on Airport Road, approaching Green Hill Road, and we're doing a practice motorcade or training motorcade, and our end destination is Valley River Center. So we're gonna work our way over there. And this is just training for motors from all over the state. So here we're going to stay real tight right, just in case somebody comes up. All the motors are always going to pass on the left, so we want to keep as far to the right as we can, so that way it gives them enough buffer to pass us.
Green Hill, 20 miles an hour.
And you can see there's 2 or 3 motors coming up right now that are coming up to pass to get deployed.
Coming up on the right, so describe that for me if you can.
So there's another roadway we've got coming up here on the right, so we've got a motor there just to make sure that we don't have any traffic coming up. And then as soon as we're by,
straight eastbound unless there's a train.
he's going to get going and he'll come past us on the left here momentarily to go get back up with the rest of the convoy of motors.
And this is the intersection of Clear Lake and
Green Hill.
so the motorcade, Lieutenant, let me come around here. The motorcade never stops, or the escorts never stops.
Hey, Robbie, we're going to go up this
That's
way.
the goal. Obviously, if we have, I mean, in this particular instance, we would, if it's, you know, a presidential escort, that's dictated by the Secret Service, and they aren't going to stop. They're going to keep going no matter what. Other situations, like, you know, if we're doing an escort for football teams, that kind of stuff, and something happens, they're not, you know, we're trying to get them there safely, but we're also not in a situation where we are going to risk anybody that's out there. If there's a problem, we're going to address it. We're not going to just keep going. So it ultimately, it comes down to, it depends on who your escort is.
And Eugene is hosting this because they're the recognized experts in motors, correct?
I mean, we do a lot of them just because of the U of O football games, getting football teams to and from the airport, as well as getting them into Autzen. So we're doing a lot of these escorts every year. So our folks have probably more reps than most anybody else. But there's, you know, a couple of our trainers are from Portland Police Bureau as well as Lake Oswego Police Department. So we've got really good expertise kind of around the state. It's just really nice to come down here and do it here because it's centrally located for people to come up from everywhere. Because we've got people coming from Portland Metro all the way down from Medford. So, and we've had people come over from the coast in the past as well as Bend. So it's a lot easier to come here to Eugene and get everybody together to be able to do these trainings. So you just heard on the radio they just said they're out of motors, so kind of talked about that. There's so many different intersections that we have to cover that at some point we're gonna run out until we catch up to where these guys are pre-deployed, and then they can proceed to get those intersections that are ahead of us. So we're coming up to Highway 99 right now, and at this intersection you'll see we're utilizing a couple of our community service officers. We've pre-deployed them ahead of the route, and they're out there to assist with this. There'll probably be one or two motors that'll be there with them, but by utilizing pre-deployment strategies, it allows us a smoother transition when the procession's coming through.
Execute that. Slow down the belt line, please.
Oh, and I guess I was wrong. We don't have the motors here. So you see here, just, you know, driveway to a gas station. It's still something they have to cover and make sure that we're good.
Even a business.
Yep, because you want to make sure that you don't have any vehicles coming out. So right now we're starting to slow down, and the reason we're going to slow down is because they need to get all these motors that we've had to use behind us back up ahead of us. So you see a lot of motor traffic coming up. up on Beltline. There should be some motors behind us once we get up here. I don't know if we'll be able to see them. And what they're doing is just kind of slowing traffic down behind us. Yeah, there's 3 of them that are back there. And they're slowing traffic down to create a little bit of a buffer between us and everything else.
Back to Southern Belt Line, 33 miles an hour.
So there you can see one of our community service officers down there. So that was one of our pre-deployment locations.
Lieutenant, a quick question. At BRC, talk about what they're going to do real quickly, if you could.
So after each one of these runs, they'll sit and discuss what happened, what went well, what didn't go well, kind of the lessons learned from it. So that way, everybody, like, it may not, one motor may have experienced one thing, whereas another may not have. So that way it can all get discussed and everybody can learn from others' experiences. So that way they're better prepared for when that situation occurs to them. Like, for example, when they were doing their practice stuff earlier, they had an ambulance come up behind them. Well, a lot of these guys that are the trainers, they've never had that experience before, so there's a new one there. So it was a learning experience for all of them. I mean, every time something's different. They never go quite to plan. You've always got to be ready for something unexpected to come up that you have to deal with.
So at Valley River Center, can you describe what they're going to do real quick?
They'll do a quick debrief, and then guys are going to break for lunch.
Oh, no, I meant shutting it down and going into...
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So, like what we've been doing elsewhere, they'll be just blocking the driveways as we enter in there. So, obviously, it's a really busy area, a lot of busy intersections. It's just going to take a little bit more coordination. We'll probably be going pretty slow at that point, just because we're going to start running out of motors to address everything that's going on up there. See another one of our pre-deployments.
Officers motors is literally in the intersection of Beltline.
So he's there, so that way there's a visual indicator that we're going this way, just to make sure that the package knows the correct direction to go.
Quick question. You remember the TV show Chips? Is this like Chips, or is television and Chips is Chips, and this is real life?
I mean, Ponch and John were my heroes as a kid, right? But, you know, I'm sure there was, it's been so long since I've seen that show, I'm sure there were some realities to what they did and what our motors do, but you gotta remember it's fictional show, so, but it was a cool show back in the day.
But this is real life what we're doing today, obviously.
Absolutely.
Awesome. And it sounds like you enjoy what you do.
Oh yeah. It's been great. I've been in law enforcement for 22 years now, so it's been,
that's passion and dedication.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Thank you for that unscripted question.
So now we're coming up to Valley River Center, so like we talked about, there's more traffic and a lot of driveways, so we'll probably slow down here.
Let me know when I can exit the car.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to go back by Valley River Inn is where we're going to go. It's, parking lot's usually more open. See, Loren, you're going to get so used to this that you get back in your own car and have to drive around and have to obey those traffic lights. What are you going to do?
Obey the traffic lights, Lieutenant. Good question.
It was a test. You passed. Good job.
Tell me when I can get out of here.
Just get up here. Yeah, you're good to go. Everybody's going to be parking over there on the right.
Good morning, sir.
Hello.
I'm in training in Eugene. You see what I mean, though?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's just going to be there.
Just fly around that.
Because you got to be looking behind you to keep up. Seems like that's where everybody else goes on the other one, so I would have done, if you would have told me, go, mark that. Been in the line.
Gotta do that to my back. Turn around real quick.
You look like Leland on Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Passing marker 6.4.
I was bad about that a couple times.
But you think I found it between going 80 and 90 on the oh, touch me. Just make sure I got it.
You're good. to find something good to eat.
Hey, press release went out. And it even says you might be positive. I want to know I'm going to buy your lunch, so I need your today was fun.
All right, bring it in, bring it in. Get this done and go to lunch. So, I was in the front, I can't see a whole lot. A couple small things I saw. I think 99 needed to have another officer or two there. We passed over that. There's a dedicated right turn lane. Didn't have anybody. Someone could have been really more in front of the oncoming left turn lane in front of us. So, in weird intersections like that, always err on the side of a couple more. Ran on motors through that stretch because it was intensive with how many we needed, so we had to come to a stop. A good job catching up once tail passed you, or tail got to you, got back up to us, we just sent you. So that was the only critique I had, but of course I'm in the front going 40 miles an hour on a nice, clear day where I don't have to worry about any traffic lights, so it's enjoyable for me.
Is that intersection just before we're talking?
Yes, it's the intersection.
So what you don't know on that one, because you're right, we can use another motor up on that right turn. We struggle with that during football season because that's the same route we bring visiting teams in. That I had made, and again, we can still use a motor there, but I had made contact with that guy, had him stop, put on his flashers and say, you are stuck here until we're done.
As a motorcade, we'd rather see another
motor there.
Yes. Every time that we can. I know when you run short, you can't always do it, but we've had people, we're doing a funeral escort, and we've had people deputize people and then leave to go grab another spot. It's like, no, you can't do that. So, right?
There's a sticker.
What I'm saying is for another, if another motor sees that, stop and help you out. Not on the person that's there next to us. It's coming through the intersection, looking around, going, hey, it looks a little light here. Let me drop off and help out. If I'm not needed, then I can take off. You can have the motors pass by.
I'm right behind you. I'll be right there, Lieutenant. Thanks for watching that time.
Yeah.
Bail those darn traffic laws.
Oops, hold on. Here. Want to play cameraman?
Of course.
Just hold it steady. Thank you, sir. You didn't know I was going to initiate your permit.
So I can add that to my resume, right?
Yes, sir.